Welcome back to another video. It's your favorite math professor here, Dr. Tarcia Hubert. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to solve linear equations, okay? This is a big one for algebra. So in math, we have four operations. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, okay? We'll write those on here. We got addition and subtraction, multiplication, and division. Well, I like to think of these individuals, or I like to think of these operations as individuals, and we have two married couples, okay? Addition and subtraction are married to each other, and multiplication and division are married to each other, all right? And so why I say married is because they're the same, all right? They're one. When you get married, you become one. Well, addition and subtraction are the same, and multiplication and division are the same. If you don't believe me, subtraction is just adding negative numbers, and then division is just multiplying fractions. If you think of it that way, it's the same, all right? So whenever we're trying to solve linear equations, the goal is to get the variable on the side by itself. And the way you get the variable on the side by itself is you remove everything that's on that side with that variable by undoing the operation that is done. And you undo the operation that is done by calling the spouse of the operation that is there, okay? Let me show you. Let's jump into an example. Okay, in this first example, this is what we call a one-step equation, and that's only because it's only going to take one step to solve it. But in this equation, we have x plus 5 equal 12. The variable is x, and this is a linear equation. This is how you know it's a linear equation. It has one variable, and there's no exponent on the variable, okay? If there's one variable, an equal sign, and no exponent on the variable, then you're dealing with the linear equation. The goal is to get the variable, which in this case is our x, on the side by itself. So I have to look at the things that are on the side with that variable. And the thing that's on the side with that variable is the plus 5. And so I want to move that plus 5 away from the side with the x, okay? And so what I have to do is, since that's a plus 5, that's addition. Addition is married to subtraction. Then I need to call addition's spouse to come get her or him, whatever you say. I say addition and multiplication are the women, and subtraction and division are the men, but that's just in my own head, but you can say it however you want. So I'm going to call her spouse, which is going to be minus 5, to come get her. Now, the minus 5, the 5, it has to go somewhere, all right? And so whatever we do on one side, we're going to move that 5 to the other side. So whatever you do on one side, you're going to do it to the other side. So you're going to subtract 5 on the other side of that equal sign as well. And the plus 5 and the minus 5 are going to cancel and leave you with just x. Drop down your equal sign, and then 12 minus 5 is 7. And so in this case, your answer would be 7, okay? So we use the spouse of addition, which is subtraction, to get rid of the subtraction. Let's look at another one. All right, in this example, we're going to subtract, or we're going to solve x minus 9 equal 2, okay? So we have a variable. This is a linear equation. We have one variable. We have an equal sign, and there's no exponent on the variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to get x on the side by itself. We have x minus 9 equal 2. The thing that's on the side with the x is the minus 9. So we need to get rid of that minus 9, and that is subtraction. Okay, remember, subtraction is married to addition. So we're going to call his spouse to come get him. So minus 9, the opposite of it is plus 9, and that is a plus sign, all right? And 9 don't have to go home, but they got to get out of here. So it has to go somewhere. So we're also going to add that 9 to the other side of the equal sign, all right? And so we get the minus 9 and the plus 9 to cancel, and you're left with x. And then on the right side of that equal sign, you have 2 plus 9, which is 11. And so your answer here would be 11, okay? Again, that's a one-step equation too, because it took only one step to solve it. Let's look at another example. Okay, in this example, we want to solve 3x equal 18. This is also a linear equation. There's one variable, there's an equal sign, there's no exponent on the equal sign, so that makes it a linear equation. So the goal here is to get x on the side by itself. In this case, we have 3 times x equal 18. That's how you read that. So I need to get rid of the 3 because the 3 is on the side with that x. I need x to be on the side by itself, all right? So the way I get rid of multiplication is I call its spouse, which is division. Remember, multiplication is married to division. So I would divide this 3 out. And 3 don't have to go home, but it got to get up out of here. So you got to Move the 3 to the other side as well. So you would divide both sides by 3. The 3's cancel, and that leave you with x. And then 18 divided by 3 is 6. And so your answer ends up being 6, okay? Now, I didn't talk about this earlier, but what that means is that when I plug 6 back in for x, it's going to make that a true statement. So just check this out. 3 times 6, which is where the x was, equal to 18. Is that a true statement? 3 times 6 is equal to 18. That is a true statement. So that lets me know that I solved that equation correctly. So at this bottom part here, I was just checking to see if I actually got it right. Let's look at another example. Okay, in this example, we want to solve 3x plus 4 equal 19. And I'm just going to rewrite that out again just to give me some more space. Now, this one is not a one-step equation because it's going to take more than one step to solve it, all right? So we have 3x plus 4 equal 19, or that's 3 times x plus 4 equal 19. And the goal is to solve for x. That means to get x on the side by itself. So think of each side as a house, okay? So this is a house and this is a house. And the goal is for x to be home alone, all right? So we got to get rid of all the people that's in the house with x, okay? We got 3 in the house with x, and we got 4 in the house with x. We need to get rid of those. Now, the question is, which one do we get rid of first, all right? So this is how I like to think of it. Say you're at home and you're having a party and you have friends and family over and you're ready for them to leave. Who will you ask to leave first? Okay? In my mind, I would ask my friends to leave first because they are the furthest people away from me. I know that may not be the case for everybody, but the people that are furthest away from me, I would ask them to leave first. And then the people that are closer to me, I would ask them to leave next. So it might be the opposite for you. You might be close to your friends and not as close to your family. So you would ask your family to leave first. Either way it goes, the goal is to get rid of or ask the people who are not as close to you or the ones that are furthest away from you, get rid of them first and then get rid of the ones that are closest to you, okay? So in this case, if you look at the 3x plus 4, the 4 is the furthest away from the x. So you want to get rid of the 4 first, okay? And since that's a plus 4, you want to subtract 4, called the spouse of addition, which is subtraction, all right? So you want to subtract that 4 out because that's the opposite or the spouse of addition. And 4 doesn't have to go home, but it has to go somewhere. So you're just going to move 4 next door, all right? And subtract 4 from the other side as well. So the plus 4 and the minus 4 cancel, and you're left with 3x on this side. 19 minus 4 is 15. And so now you have 3 and x in the house together. So now you got to get rid of the 3. These are the people that are closest to you. And so that's 3 times x. And to get rid of multiplication, you want to call the spouse of multiplication, which is division. And so you're going to divide both sides by 3 in order to get rid of the 3. The 3's will cancel, leaving you with x. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. And so your final answer here would be x equal 5. Okay, we call that a two-step equation because it took 2 steps to solve it. Let's look at one more two-step equation. Okay, in this last example, we're going to solve another two-step equation. 4x plus 7 equal 23. I'm just going to rewrite it so that I can spread it out a little bit. Now, again, think of the left side as a house and the right side as a house, and the goal is to be home alone. The goal is to get x home alone. So you got to get rid of the 4. You got to get rid of the 7. Which one do you get rid of first? You get rid of the one that's furthest away from the x, which will be the 7. So that's a plus 7. So to get rid of a plus 7, called the spouse of addition, which is subtraction. And 7 don't have to go home, but it has to go somewhere. So you also want to subtract 7 on the other side, okay? So those 7's cancel. You're left with 4x. 23 minus 7 is 16. And now you want to get rid of the 4. That's 4 times x. To get rid of multiplication, you call the spouse of multiplication, which is addition. And 4 doesn't have to go home, but it has to go somewhere. So whatever you do to one side, you also have to do to the other side. The 4's will cancel, and you're left with x. And then 16 divided by 4 is 4. And so your final answer ends up being 4, all right? And so that is how you solve one-step and two-step linear equations, all right? In the next video, we're going to talk about how to solve multi-step linear equations. So if you haven't already, go ahead and sign up for the free course that I have that go along with these videos so that you can practice on this a little more. You might understand it as I'm explaining it to you, but you won't know if you truly understand it until you practice it. So go ahead and sign up for that course and practice, and you'll get immediate feedback on whether you get those problems right or wrong. If you have any questions, put them in the comment. If these videos are helping, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.